Vargas. Welcome back to Midpoint. Founder of the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association, former sheriff in Graham County, Arizona, Richard Mack, and co-founder of the Dream Action Coalition, Cesar Vargas. Sheriff, I'm going to begin with you again. Now, let me start with a statement here, and let me get you both to react to this, because this is what the opposition would say to both of you with regard to amnesty. Sheriff, here it comes. If you make these people legal, they want to stay here in America. They've proven that they want to be here. They should be part of the fabric of this country, and that if they were legal, it would make it much easier for you and other law enforcement agencies to do your job. How do you answer those critics?
Well, I don't understand where they get that because I speak with sheriffs every day, and the sheriffs of this country are actually going to march on Washington on December 10th in protest of amnesty because they're seeing the problems with this and the overpopulation that this is causing, the infrastructure problems this is causing. I don't mind anybody coming to America. I completely understand why they would want to come here and get a job. I understand the problems with poverty in Latin America. I've lived in Guatemala and El Salvador and lived close to the Arizona-Mexico border most of my life. I understand the problems with some of these corrupt governments down in Latin America and why people would want to get away from them. But it still has to be done according to law and order. And it's not right now. And we have created such a fiasco at the border. Right now, the governors of California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas should do exactly what Governor Perry said, put the National Guard on the border and secure this place, secure the border, prevent people from coming in here unlawfully. And what's wrong with upholding and defending the law of the land? We don't need another law. We don't need President Obama to pretend that he has the authority to bypass our own laws. And if he has the authority or prerogative to secure the border, which he does, he always has money for any of his other pet projects. Why don't we have the resources and the political courage to take care of this problem that is a national security issue?
Okay, I'm going to ask you to stop right there because I want to make sure Cesar, I know you're going to answer to that, but here comes your line. And I picked this off a website that I found, and this pretty much is what a lot of people are saying. The system's doing what it was designed to do: flood America with people who don't share Americans' traditional philosophical commitment to the rule of law, limited government and markets in order to force changes in society. That's what the critics are saying with regard to the president, and what the sheriff is saying is also what they're intoning as well, that this is a law that is here. Why seek to change it?
And see, that's exactly why we're here. We have a system that doesn't work. As the sheriff said that people should do it legally, and why they're coming here. The reality is that almost 50% of people who are in this country without documentation illegally came here legally. That's the reality. They came with a visa and they overstayed the visa.
But they overstayed their visa, which means that they did then, let's be fair, break the law, correct?
Well, that's because there was no system to adjust to a different type of status. There was no system for people to come here legally. So it's a system that doesn't work. So people are coming here legally. It's just that when they get here, when they marry a U.S. citizen, when they start having children, when they start creating jobs, people can stay here in a proper way. So yes, they overstay the visas and they're here illegally now. So that's a system. We need to fix a system that serves our economy. It serves our economy, and it's a national security interest. Absolutely, and that's where the president should act to allow people to come out of the shadows and the government know who it is, so we can make the job easier for the sheriffs and sheriffs across the country. And
isn't there a way? I've only got about a minute 30 left here. Isn't there a way, though, Cesar? Sheriff, I'm going to come to you in a moment, but Cesar, isn't there a way to cut the difference here, to not go ahead and just drop this law on top of everybody, to work with the other side and create something that works?
We have tried to do that for the past 2 years. I've been on your show for the past year and a half, and we're working with Congress to try to get it done. We're working with Republicans and Democrats to get it done. Congress is not doing its job. It's up to the president now to modernize our system.
What about that, Sheriff Mack, as well? The idea to at least bring these people down into the rule of law to create something. There's people who are going to say, wait a minute, it's the Republicans that are the problem here, not the president. You know, you've heard it.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, and trusting this president with ultimate dictatorial power over this is absolutely absurd. He's the one that ran guns down to Mexico. His administration ran guns down to Mexico. I can't believe that the Mexican government is tolerating that at all, and that they didn't sue and try to file criminal charges against our own administration. The lawlessness of this administration is only exemplified and exacerbated with this issue. It goes on and on and on. This is not a visa problem after people get here. This is a security problem with thousands and thousands of people infiltrating and invading America, looking for whatever they're looking for. We don't know. We don't have any control of it. And to try to pass this off as a visa problem is really trying to make a huge monster.
And we're going to have to stop it right there because we're all out of time.
Alligators.
Cesar Vargas, Sheriff Richard Mack, thank you, gentlemen, so much. We're going to do this again real soon. Short break, and we're back with the reality of Ferguson. That as we continue right here on MidPoint.